What is going on?
How you doing? I don't know what today's reading's gonna be at, so it's always gonna be an energy check-in. I was gonna do a shadow reading, but the cards were coming out all weird, and I wasn't feeling it. So let's just find out what is going on, and we'll just do a general. We'll dive deep. Hope everybody's well. Archangel Michael, come on in. Ooh, things are going forward. Yeah, forward movement. Oops, sorry, second. It was in reverse. 801's in reverse. So to me, that's saying things are slow, or you're not getting a message of some sort. Confirm with flip outs. Okay. So you've really come into yourself here in the past. You're going by God's will. You're going by your spirit team and what is planned out for you. You're being obedient to the call. And you're paying attention to spirit. You're doing things out of the ordinary, things that you wouldn't normally do. You're refraining. There's a lot of pausing before action. Yeah, it's totally like the Empress vibe, because that's what's crowning you, is the Empress and the Three of Cups. You could be enjoying, I see your job or something has been enjoyable the last few weeks. A lot of creativity going on. You could have gone out with your friends for drinks from work or something like that, or school. And you're planning things for the future. The ideas and aspirations that you have are totally grounded in where you're going. And it's you're still wet behind the ears with this, not wet behind the ears, I want to say, you're still in this fresh energy. You could have been doing the job for a while, but there's this fresh energy that came through. So to me, it just seems like you're having a more enjoyable time because you're going with God's will. You notice things have been getting easier. This hasn't happened. This is going to happen when you walk away from something. But I feel as though you did walk away. And part of it was you incorporated some type of negative aspect of your shadow. You knew that you were doing something wrong. And I think it had a lot to do with the way you respond to people. If not, this Leo going full, or whatever it is, after this retrograde it was, Leo going full, it's going to bring that out. Yeah, I just see you. There's this fresh energy that's coming through, where you're making your concrete plans in order to achieve long-term goals, but you're not being completely hard on yourself. So it could just be certain goals. Yeah, and you're taking your time. There's a lot of growth. You could be learning a lot of new things. This is some type of wish fulfillment. It could be a creative endeavor that you're going towards, along with your regular job. So if you don't have a side hustle, maybe you want to read tarot or make jewelry or do whatever, maybe a craft, blog, just do a cooking channel, whatever it is. That's going to bring a lot of happiness and joy, especially if your life's been stagnant. Maybe you're looking for something to do. Maybe you used to party or something like that, and go out with your friends a lot, and now everybody, you guys are getting older and things are changing, so you're making these plans not only just to bring in more income, but also to polish your life. Maybe you feel something's missing. So if you do feel something's missing, this is advice. Take some time out to figure out what you want to do. You have a lot of thoughts Maybe even a lot of people learn to share your ideas and thoughts with a lot of people. At least the ones that criticize you. Like, you know which ones I'm talking about. There's people around you that, if you tell them, like, if you're excited about something, they have always something negative to say. Like, if you're going to share this with somebody, share it halfway. Big emphasis on stepping away from something. With the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you're stepping away from like a whole, like you've transitioned. For some of you, it could have been from getting away from a commitment with somebody. Could be a fire sign. Somebody that you thought was your wish fulfillment, but it only brought you like chaos and destruction. Or just like arguments, like unwanted, very like petty arguments in here. You move somebody that like really puts you in your head and made you kind of unstable. This fire sign could have been like a very sexual person. Wear a lot of red or something like that. Could drive like a sedan, a Toyota Camry or something like that. But this person, like, I heard made you work too hard. Like, you're just like thinking too much, and like you're constantly had to like be on your P's and Q's, like constantly. There was no time for rest or relaxation. You're like being worked by this person energetically. If you feel that way, it's like this person could be an emotional vampire. Yeah, you're pretty much, you're changing. You're tired of this. It could have been something you invested with, like that once you start investing and like things from this person, like you mixed and mingled your lives together, like it brought in things, because you're like the Empress, right? And once you start bringing those things in, you realize this was like page energy, and this somebody could have been like impersonating or like jazzing themselves up to be something they weren't. Like they talked a lot, and you found out about this. So you pulled your energy back, and that's what's allowed you to like focus on yourself. Well, for some of you that are getting ready to do this, somebody just got a new tattoo. Yeah, this is your success. Your success isn't supposed to be with this person. And you were supposed to learn something very valuable here. It was about taking time. So like I think you learned that like if you jump into something, no matter what anybody says, if you jump into something fast, you know almost already off the bat it's not going to end well. But you felt so like taken back by the situation of this person that you felt like you knew this person. It could have been like a soul bomb, but it was actually a trauma bomb. That's not for everybody. You're getting advice. Like you thought you'd get advice from this person, and you realized that their advice was like trying to keep you stuck mentally, making your mind go in like loops, second questioning yourself, and you're like, I don't need this. I could be focusing on so many other things other than like what this kind of person's trying to give me anxiety, or like I feel like, yeah, this person want to make you work for their attention, or like work for them. Trying to run a show, and it's like they didn't have some type of knowledge that you had. Yeah, they pretended like they did, and that's why you thought they were like on par, because we got this page coming, an opportunity. If you love this person could be coming back with an opportunity. It's like fake, and you know it, to try to like win you back, because yeah, you already know this with the High Priestess. you already know what this person or the situation's about. This is showing you too how much you've grown and how much stronger your intuition is. So if you're ever like wondering if you were psychic or something, like maybe you're wondering like, is my intuition, like why is my intuition on and off, like where are my guides? Like, no, you're right, you're good. You were just overridden with emotion for the situation. Because you felt really connected. You felt like this was like home, the situation. Like I said, you thought at one time it was like wish fulfillment, and now wish fulfillment's coming with another situation. Because you're being rewarded for elevating yourself, not only by building better boundaries, but by like, I'm hearing like forcing yourself to take off the rose-colored glasses and not just like go along with something like you have done in the past, not to like stir the boat, like you actually stood up for yourself. This is what that growth and expansion of the Ace of Wands is all about. Now there's something that you don't know about your situation. What is it? So this person knew that they could have got like a reading on you, and they knew that you were coming into some type of like abundance, and they knew looking into you that you had like, that you had all your ducks in a row. And this is why they made you that offer, trying to give you this offer of like they want, like they try to make it seem like you both wanted the same thing, but this person always had like, it was an illusion with the Seven of Cups. This person jumps from person to person. Yeah, and leaves other individuals with all the trauma. Not trauma, but like problems, like drama. Like they'll just go and suck energy from one person and go to the next one and leave, just project all the crap that they did on the other person. It's way more common than you think, because people just like, and like, I mean, it's happened to me before too, and honestly, at first I was really offended, and then after a while you're just like, wow, and you feel bad for them because like they don't have the emotional capacity to understand that they're even doing something wrong in the first place, to be honest. Like if they can't even see their own wrong, it's just like, is that Dunning-Kruger effect or something like that? And if they do, then they're psychotic, so it's like you don't need to be in that situation anyways. Now, you're going back to your new beginning and what you're planning for the future is like, this is their big emphasis on like trying to take it lighthearted and like in a new, fresh sense. Like be playful. They're asking you to be playful. I'm hearing somebody about shopping. Somebody's got a really bad shopping habit or something like that. Slow down on shopping or spending money on things you don't need. Stop eating out so much. Somebody's conflicted with that. Somebody's conflicted about how they're processing their emotions during this time. So this person used to get to you, they used to work your emotions in a way to like get what they wanted from you. But now they see that you're like stone cold on that, and like they still try the same tactics, and they can kind of weasel their way in. But like I feel as though like you're very analytical about everything they do now. So like everything they do, it's like it's almost like on a chalkboard I saw. And you don't want to be like that. Like you don't want to be fucking criticizing, excuse my French, but you don't want to be criticizing every little thing somebody does because you don't see honesty in them, or you don't see, like who wants to be in that situation? You're constantly looking at somebody like, oh, you're so fake. Like I hate that. Like nobody wants to be like that. And then you gotta ask yourself like, how did I get myself in this situation in the first place? And my situation was like, well yeah, I was just naive and I didn't take the time to actually get to know people. My bad. Yeah, especially nowadays too. Everybody's like driven by social constructs that like they didn't even apply for. Like most of the time people want things that don't even, like they just chase what everybody else is chasing. They don't chase like actual like worth, like, spiritual development or emotional development or something like that. They just rather just go along with doing what they're doing because it's like survival, it's like fight or flight. And that's sad that people, because they get stuck in that, and it's just like it's so hard, like trying to talk to somebody or get them to like see your point of view, or it's like near impossible, especially if it's like benefiting them and they're benefiting off of it. They're not gonna change that. Yeah, it's like that emperor mode, narcissistic in reverse, but it didn't come out like that. Very much in control, trying to control, which is very baby-like, Babies, they cry when they don't get something and try to control everything. Dang babies, always put diapers on me. What's the baby? Smell me, I smell weird, baby weird. Weird baby smell. Babies rule the world. Babies are gross. They're funny though. I don't know why I'm so funny. Anyway. Maybe you're gonna have a baby soon. I don't know. Who knows? Moving forward. Chariot. You're realizing, like, regardless of whoever's around you, your personal development is where the key lies. Anything that you were like investing in the past, like you're looking at it as like side things now. Like now that you have everything, all your ducks in a row, and you're really focused on building something for yourself in the long term, and you're being like realistic about it and cutting out the things hopefully that you don't need. Seems like you're gonna achieve your goals. Yeah, happiness and having a good time on the way to go doing it. And like it's not like you're in that weird paradox where it's like, oh, if I get that thing and once I achieve that goal, then I'll be happy. Like, oh, I'll get my BA or whatever. Once I get my BA, I'll be happy. Once I get a certain amount of internship, I'll be happy. And it's like, because once I get my day on the first day on the job, getting my check, whatever it is, it's pizzazz like wears off. It's almost like an orgasm. Whereas if you enjoy yourself the whole entire time and you're present for the journey that you're about to embark on, the challenges aren't as dramatic. Like you're not gonna dip and fall, or you're not basing every single decision on emotional response. So you can easily navigate it. So much easier to live life that way because you don't get disappointed. And then it's weird too because you start attracting not weird things, but like unconventional. Like you're like certain situations will pop out. Like somebody will just randomly want to give you something because like just random things will happen. You'll be like, oh, that's weird. And then people will then start to reject that ideal that if I'm they don't feel worthy or something because they're in a mess in the first place. But it's like no, just take it in and more of it will happen. And you can start just with happiness, Try to be happy. Transformation, death card. Yeah, get ready for it. You're transforming. You're going through it. A lot of the ways that you think now are not going to be the way you think in the future. I feel as though like a long drawn out process that you get from point A to point B and thinking process, like shorten that because you're not going to want to have to deal with all the emotional turmoil that goes with it. It just seems easier to just be like, oh, yeah, that seems logical. So hats off to you, separating your emotions. But acknowledging them, it's not like you can't just stuff them down. You got to acknowledge them, let them rise, and lean into them, and find out what the shadow's trying to tell you in your subconscious, and leave the rest in the past. I hope you enjoyed your reading. It was my pleasure to do it for you. Hope everybody's well. God bless. Goodbye.